Hey, those are some gorgeous wreaths that we saw coming down the belt there. All right, live look from Long Beach right now, sort of a different angle, but as you can see, we're only a few minutes away from sunset.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. It's pretty
beautiful.
outside.
It is.
Yeah, nice colors in the sky for sure. We have plenty of sunshine today, thankfully, across our region. We've got more of that sun, Colleen and Annabelle, for the rest of our weekend. Some milder air, too. So we'll talk about it, and we're going to enjoy it this week after last week, and it was pretty wet for November. Outside we go, once again, looking live at Long Beach on this Monday. Currently down to 65 degrees. Good visibility at this hour and at 10 miles. We've got more of an onshore flow. It's light out of the south and west, sustained at 6 miles per hour. As we head into our Tuesday, into our Wednesday, even Thanksgiving on Thursday, we tap into more of an offshore flow. That offshore wind is really going to warm us up at the surface over the next few days. It is 69 in Ontario. We've got 66 in Anaheim, 72 San Bernardino, chilling down to 45 in Big Bear, 71 Santa Clarita, and the lower 60s for Oxnard and Thousand Oaks. Hour by hour, let's check out the basin during the overnight hours. We've got a mostly clear sky. You're waking up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures hanging out in the lower 50s, but look what happens. High pressure starts to get a little closer to the Great Basin, allowing for that offshore flow to develop. So as we get into the lunchtime hour, bright and sunny and at 73, and temperatures by day's end hanging out in the upper 70s across our region. Also watching out for some weak to moderate Santa Ana winds as we head into our Tuesday afternoon right through our Thursday morning. So really the wind-prone spots for the Santa Clarita Valley, down across areas in the Ventura County valleys as well, and then downwind of the canyons and the passes, downwind of the mountains blowing into the canyons and passes. So you look at the colors on your map here. We could have those winds gusting anywhere from about 30 to 40 miles per hour across the area as we head into our Tuesday afternoon. Same thing holds true as we get into our Wednesday, and then the winds will subside as we get into our Thursday morning. So just in time for Thanksgiving and the holiday, we're looking nice and dry and quiet. 78 tomorrow for the basin, 74 for our coastal spots as we head into our Wednesday, up to 81 for the basin. Then Thanksgiving on your Thursday, a few passing clouds, and at 75. Trough of low pressure gets closer to us as we head into our weekend, allowing for some cooling to take place. Temperatures hanging out in the middle and upper 60s. A few more clouds around, watching for the potential of a storm. Models not in full agreement. If we find anything, more than likely now looking at Sunday into Monday, but we'll keep you posted with that. 78 degrees tomorrow for the valleys. We've got the lower 80s for the IE Tuesday into your Wednesday, cooling down nicely into the 70s as we head into Thanksgiving, and then much cooler as we head into our upcoming weekend. High desert, it's bright and sunny for you. Same thing for the low desert as you look at Thanksgiving. Low desert maxing out at 79. For the mountains tomorrow, bright and sunny. Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures in the 50s, and we'll hang out in the upper 50s for Thanksgiving on Thursday. That is a look at your First Alert forecast.
Let's go outside as we take a live look there from News Chopper 4 towards downtown LA. You've got to love these sunsets, right? They're looking so good. Meteorologist Melissa Magee is here with your First Alert forecast. Hey, Melissa.
Hey there, Annabelle. Really nice conditions today, and like you mentioned, a beautiful sunset at this hour. Let's check out some of the high temperatures today. Temecula, Riverside County coming in at 75, San Bernardino in at 72, 70 for the basin, Burbank and Long Beach maxing out in the upper 60s this afternoon. As we're looking at the numbers this evening, at 67 for West Covina. We're cooling down at 63 for the basin, 59 in Victorville, and Big Bear coming in at 41 degrees. Let's talk about what's to come. Satellite and radar showing you we've got a mostly clear sky, so high pressure out in the Pacific is really going to be the dominant feature over the next few days. This ridge of high pressure is actually going to turn into a surface ridge of high pressure, setting up out across areas in the Great Basin. That taps into that offshore flow, and because of that, numbers will be much milder. So we'll talk about the weather headlines and what we can anticipate as we head into our Tuesday, right into Thursday morning. I'm tracking weak to moderate Santa Ana winds. A lot of the winds look to be below advisory level, but we'll let you know if that changes. Winds gusting anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour. We're going to start to warm it up tomorrow. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s, and for Thanksgiving, the holiday on Thursday, just a few passing clouds. It is mild, and importantly, it is dry as well. We'll talk about those details and the numbers coming up with your First Alert forecast. Colleen, back over to you.
All right, Melissa, thank you. And still to come
for that. Big Bear Mountain Resort is busy making more snow for skiers and boarders. While the recent storms brought a layer of snow to Big Bear for a good base, the resort is relying on its snow-making machines to add more snow before ski trails open. But families can still enjoy some fun out there. The snow play area is set to open on Thanksgiving. The scenic sky chair rides will also open on the holiday. Very cool.
It is gorgeous to see all that snow and blue skies out there. Our meteorologist, Melissa Magee, is here with more how the holiday week, that sounds so good, is shaping up.
Yeah, a short one for a lot of people, and we've got really nice conditions. If you're staying here in Southern California, sunshine is on the way, temperatures in the 70s and 80s, so we get a break this week from all of that wet weather. Colleen and Annabelle, let's talk about what's going on. Live look outside as we're looking at Universal Studios on this Monday. Mostly clear sky. Let's talk about the weather headlines here, because as early as tomorrow, it is going to warm up. We've got more of that offshore flow. That's really going to warm us up at the surface. Numbers responding nicely in the 70s and 80s. I'm tracking a weak to moderate Santa Ana wind event as we get into our Tuesday afternoon right through Thursday morning. We'll get into the winds with that. So far, looking at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. No wind advisories posted for our region. That sets us up for a very nice holiday on Thanksgiving on Thursday. It is nice. It is mild. Just a few passing clouds moving on through. Looking at the current numbers, 66 in West Covina, Van Nuys 64. We're down to 59 in Oxnard there in Ventura County, 41 in Big Bear, and we've got 66 degrees there in San Bernardino. So satellite and radar showing you it's mostly clear, nice and quiet across much of our region, passing clouds out across the Pacific Northwest, but high pressure is really going to be the dominant feature. Surface high pressure sets up across the Great Basin, allowing for that offshore flow to take over. But it is a busy traveler's forecast over the next couple of days, so we've got you covered if you're in or out of town. The Pacific Northwest, some rain and mountain snow expected there as we head into our Tuesday. Trouble spots are really to the east, out across areas in the southeast. A risk of some severe weather tomorrow across that region. There was a tornado threat today in Texas. Now that shifts on off to the east. The Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes, the Northeast, we're dealing with some rain and some snow. So it's nice here in Southern California if you want to stay put. We've got you covered. Long range futurecast showing you warming trend is on the way. Ridge of high pressure takes over. We've got that offshore flow as we get into our Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So temperatures over the next few days hanging out in the 70s and 80s. We are a good 10 to 15 degrees above average in some spots over the next 3 days here. 78 degrees tomorrow for the basin. We've got 75 in Santa Clarita, 68 in Victorville, Riverside tomorrow, and at 79 in Irvine, coming in at 75 degrees. So here is your forecast for the basin, Inland Orange County, and the coast. The basin coming in at 78 degrees tomorrow. On Wednesday, even warmer, and at 81 degrees. It's nice for Thanksgiving on Thursday. A few passing clouds coming on through. Otherwise, not too bad. Still above average, and at 75. Lower 70s for the coast as we head into our Thursday. Then a trough of low pressure takes over as we get into Black Friday. If perhaps you're doing some shopping by then. Temperatures down into the 70s for the basin, upper 60s for the coast, allowing for more clouds to move in as we get into our Saturday and Sunday. We're watching the potential of a storm. If we find any precip right now, it has been delayed into Sunday, into Monday, if at all. So we'll keep you posted with that. For the valleys tomorrow, and at 78 degrees, lower 80s on the way as we look at the Inland Empire. Tuesday and Wednesday cooling down nicely. A few more clouds Thanksgiving on Thursday. Temperatures otherwise in the upper 70s for the end of the week. And then once we head into our upcoming weekend, the valleys and the Inland Empire hanging out in the 60s and the lower 70s. High desert spots on your Tuesday and Wednesday, middle and upper 60s. 79 tomorrow for the low desert, 80 degrees for the low desert on Wednesday. Thanksgiving Thursday, nice and dry. Temperatures cooling down to the 60s as we head into our upcoming weekend. 55 degrees tomorrow for the mountains. It's bright and sunny all the way through. Thanksgiving Thursday, 57. Then we cool down to the 40s and 50s as we head into our upcoming weekend. That's a look at your First Alert forecast.